So today we want to give you some useful tips on how to pass your written test so that you can obtain a learner's permit. And basically the written test is a test from parts 2 and 3 here in your New York State driver's manual. And parts 2 and 3 are comprised of some chapters. And basically what you need to do is just read the book, become real familiar with the information in the book, read it 2 or 3 times over, and then you can go to the back of each chapter and you can get some sample questions there and give you a good idea of whether or not you have an understanding of what you've read and whether or not you're ready for your test. You can also go to the DMV website, and the website will give you some sample tests, and you can play around with that and make sure you know the information. Take the test over and over again, make sure you're real familiar with the information, and then when you feel like you know what the information that's in the manual and you're ready, you can go to the DMV, get a good night's sleep the night before so that you're ready for that written test, and then go down there and pass it and obtain your learner's permit. I'd just like to add that we find that Chapter 9 is particularly important, and that's the chapter on drugs and alcohol. It's real useful information in that chapter, and we find that usually about 5 out of those 20 questions that are on that written test come from that chapter. So it's a real good idea to become real familiar with Chapter 9, the chapter on drugs and alcohol.